Hola mi gente, MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back. So today we're doing part 2 of the people who I think should depict characters from the Ethics series in a film or TV adaptation. Super excited to get into this. I'm loving the series. I have mad reviews up. If you haven't seen them, check them out. So first, we're going to start with an additional option. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, definitely go head over, watch it, and then come back and join us again here. So last time I gave an option for Messiah, and I still stand by that option 1000%. However, I have a second option for us here today. So if that person isn't available, or if they don't want it, or for whatever reason, I have a backup for us. And that backup is Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders' son. I have no idea if he's ever acted in anything before. I know he has a YouTube channel. So I think that in this picture, I very much get Messiah vibes. That brooding, rugged type who has the biggest heart for his girl. I definitely can see that. He physically looks like Messiah to me. That chocolate covered caramel type of complexion. Messiah has locks. These are braids, but again, like the first person, we can get some faux locks in there. So I definitely think he could be a good fit in my version of the Ethics series adaptation. I'm gonna get to the ladies now. So next up, we have the one who started it all from Moth to a Flame, Raven. Raven isn't as much in the Ethics series physically, but she is always ever present. So that would be like photos of her, or sometimes there could be like visions and flashbacks. So definitely think this person could be a good fit. Raven is described as the baddest, someone who knows she's bad, wears her crown well, and someone who matures and grows from like a young girl trying to figure it out into a beautiful woman. And so I think that a good person to play this role would be the one and only it girl, Miss Lori Harvey. I think that she's stunning. I think she's striking. I love the way she moves. She has her own code. I think she carries that energy with her. And I think she would be a very, very good fit to play Raven herself, for sure. Next up, we have Morgan Atkins, who is the little sister of Raven Atkins. And Morgan is basically Raven 2.0. They're very physically, they look alike, but Morgan is more, I would say she's more of a sensitive spirit with a huge heart. Is a writer, but only when provoked, right? You don't bring beef to her, then she has good energy with you, right? A very intuitive type of spirit. And I think a good person to play this would be Laura Harrier. I think she looks like Lori Harvey, but she has a little bit more of a sensitive type of energy that emanates. And I think that would be a really good fit to play Morgan. I could see her transforming as Morgan matures and comes into her own. And I feel like she would really be able to give life to all of the emotions that Morgan has to go through. So I think she would be a great fit. The next person I want to choose an actor to depict them is Nair. Nair is newer to the series. He comes in as the youthful pastor who used to be an NFL player, and he's back in his neighborhood giving back, and he still carries himself with the arrogance of a professional football player, but he's still kind-hearted. He still has that ruggedness. You're really not gonna run up on him or test him. Even though he's a man of God, he fully understands that he's a well-rounded human being, and all aspects of himself are still there, though he himself is trying his best to be the highest version of himself. He's done some wrong in his past, but he's trying to make up for it now, and women find him very, very alluring. And the one person who comes to mind when I read Nair, I think of Tyler LaPlante. I think he would be a very good fit. I think he's super handsome. Aesthetically, he has the look, he also gives that energy. So I think he would be a natural selection for that. I have one more person. I almost forgot. So the person, I have someone now who I think should play Amik. Amik is the character who, he's also a part of Messiah and Issa's crew. He's the third member. They're all like brothers. No one's really a leader. They all have their strengths. And Messiah is described as chocolate, super handsome. But he's the one who, behind his ruggedness, he's the one with the biggest heart. He's the one who secretly dances. He's the one who's secretly like a mama's boy and really has that intuitiveness to be emotionally available for a woman in a way that allows her to be sensitive and open. I feel like Messiah is more raw aggression, right? He tries to love, but he understands that his love might be painful, but he wants to be better. Issa is more, you gonna take what you get, okay? He wants to love, but he is who he is, right? He has a good mouthpiece. It'll sound good, but he is that he is. And then you have, and he responds more to like pain, like when his feelings are hurt. Like he's one of those, like, you gotta do him like he does you for him to really get it. You gotta make him feel it. That's Issa. Whereas Amik is the more sensitive one. It's really hidden unless he really cares for you and allows you into that part of himself. But I think a good person to play him would actually be Harry Pinero. He is a YouTuber and I think he would be a good fit because not only is he attractive, but he really has that well-rounded type of energy where you feel as if there's layers and there's depth there the more that you would get to know him. I feel like that's something that Amik has in spades as well. And I just feel like it's something very reminiscent of Amik, and I just think that would be a really good fit. And that's part 2. Maybe I'll do part 3 as I continue to read. Different actors may come to mind for certain characters I'm reading. I will certainly come back and share it with you all. That's it for me. I'm MsMalcolmHughes, one who believes that books are sometimes better than people. Until the next one, please remember to give time, to be kind to each other, and to have the best day of your life on purpose. Peace, olabo, adios, ciao.